All right, guys, welcome to our Decide to Rise talk tonight. I'm pumped about this because I don't think that coaches realize sometimes how important Emerald is, and I don't think that and we overcomplicate Diamond. So, couple things before we kick things off. You might already be Emerald pushing for Diamond. You might already be a diamond who's pushing to create more diamonds, or you might be a brand new coach who has no idea what I'm talking about. You could be a million things right now, but all I want you to know is that this entire business and all the success in this business for long-term growth, that's the key. Like, you could hit Success Club every month, all month, and never hit Emerald. And yeah, you'll make some money, but the long-term success in this business stems from hitting Emerald and then helping someone else hit Emerald. And then basically that process continues on. So without you having the real understanding of why this is mega uber important, I don't think that you'll have a sense of urgency around this. So I want to give you guys a clear direction tonight as to like why you need to know this. I think one of the most exciting things I'll talk about, and it's I think the last slide, I have 7 slides, I think, is going to show you guys what you need in your team volume banks, as I'll call them. We're going to call it like your piggy bank at some point in this. So it's just a fun term to keep it, nice and easy. I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed, but I'm going to teach you guys how to, if you have a goal of earning $100 a week. So you know how you hear coaches say that, oh, I'm earning $500 a week, or I'm earning X a week. I want to help you guys map that out for what it looks like. Because if you don't have an understanding or clear direction, you're probably going to get overwhelmed and you're not going to ever strive to achieve for Emerald and above, or Diamond and above. So growth equals goals, right? So if you guys are growing, that means that you're achieving your goals. And I really pushed you guys to go big in asking yourself, what do I crave? What do I desire? What are my dreams? What are my wishes, right? We talked a lot about that. I got super hyped up about that too. So if we're growing, I'm going to really help you guys map out how to achieve all those wonderful things that you guys were talking about. So as a business owner, you're totally in charge. So that means that you're responsible for everything that does happen and everything that doesn't happen. So I have coaches that have been with me for a long time that still tell me, I don't understand team cycle bonuses, or I'm so overwhelmed in trying to understand this. And typically it's because their personality type, they don't care about numbers. But you care about, paying your bills, or you care about being home with your family, whatever your values may be. So at a certain point, you have to look at yourself and say, I am a business owner. I take responsibility. Even if it's difficult or overwhelms me or confusing, I'm going to understand it. So just assume that responsibility. And then the last little thing I want to share before I dive into like all this Emerald stuff is some known facts about high performers. So I did some digging, and what I learned from all the coaches that I've worked with that succeed in this business and that grow and that move forward, not hoard, is that they have, number one, positive attitudes. So if you feel overwhelmed and stuck by this Emerald and Diamond talk and volume and goals and you don't have a positive attitude about it, this presentation may not mean anything to you. So let's kind of wipe the slate clean. Deep breath. Maybe you had a busy day. Some of you are driving home from work right now. It's all good. I'm here to help you guys. But we have to have a positive attitude about being that business owner. The second thing is you have to have a strong integrity and good character. So I never in a million years will teach any icky sales tactics. I will never tell you guys, just sign people up. Yeah, whatever. That is not my integrity. That's not my character. So rising to Emerald, rising to hitting your goals, you need to have strong integrity and character. Yes, we are pushing to have people join our teams. Yes, we are pushing for people to fall in love with Shakeology. Why? Because we believe in it, right? It's not just because I want to sign people up. So kind of have a gut check on that point. The third point is high performers who rise to Emerald and beyond, they are extremely coachable. So I've never questioned anything my upline has said. I mean, maybe you guys don't feel the same. I'm not saying you have to be like, oh my God, they're a guru or anything like that. But if they're successful and you value them, then be coachable and just be willing to be flexible in this process of becoming a business owner. And the last is commitment. And I want to talk on that for like 30 seconds because I just talked to a bunch of girls in my inbox today and some of my coaches who have fallen off and come back and all this stuff. And you have to make a decision if you're going to commit to this. Because every time that you take a break and every time that you don't show up, and I'm not talking about posting every day, but you know, like when you go missing for a while, you have to rebuild your trust with people. And then they wonder why you get judged for doing this Beachbody thing. You've got to dive in and be committed to it. So if you have a fear of being salesy or being pushy, do yourself a favor and stay committed. Because you won't feel salesy or pushy if you're committed, because you're going to fall in love with this. I mean, and again, maybe you don't love Beachbody. Maybe this isn't right for you. But if you are someone who knows you love Beachbody and the product, stay committed and immersed. You guys are being mentored by some of who I love Jessica. I love Danielle. I look up to them so much because just until recently, Jessica was working full time, crushing this business, like crushing my numbers. She's crushing it more than me. She's got 2 kids and working full time. And so she pushes me to want to be better. So if you fully immerse yourself in this community, you're going to also want to be bigger and better. So that was my little kind of spiel for you guys. I'm going to share my screen now and we're going to dive in. Oh, that's the wrong slide. Okay, you guys can see that? All right. So I want to help you guys set yourself up for success. Remember that thing I said, being coachable and kind of like taking advice from your mentors? Remember that we are here in this saying that being an Emerald coach is important and it is the foundation to the success of your business. You have to learn how to hit Emerald and then you have to teach someone else how to do it. It's the beginning of our business. So what does it mean to be Emerald? We're going to cover that today, what it looks like. I'm really going to dumb it down super simple, and then you're going to go, that's it? And that's all I want you guys to focus on. We're talking about exploding your business in 30 days. If you hit Emerald, and you know, we're throwing Success Club in there, we're always going to strive to hit Success Club, but for the sake of this presentation, I want you guys to get uber obsessed with the idea of hitting Emerald, which is very simple. And then you get to teach a couple other people how to do it. And like, that's all I want you to think about. So the number one fear when Jessica asked, what is your fear? The number one fear when I went through was you guys are afraid to lead others. I don't want you to think about that because guess what? Leading others is saying, here is Beachbody coaching. This is what we do. You come in our team page, you show up on the team calls, you listen to the National Wake Up Call, you do your workout and your shake, and you invite others. Then the rest is up to them. You are leading others by being an example. Do I hit Success Club for Nikki? Hell no. Do I sit there and do the invites and make her do her workout? Do I have to carry Nikki as a leader? No, I don't. I'm not her coach, but she, you know, I'm just picking on her right now because her face is there. But I don't do the work. So leading is about leading yourself. So when you get freaked out about this whole, oh my God, I have a team and I have to lead, all I need you to do is point the finger back at yourself and say, lead me first. And then once you're an Emerald coach, you go out and teach the other people how to show up, do the exact same thing you're doing, and that is it. That is this business. I want you to get there. Then when you get there and you become a diamond coach, and you've simplified this duplication process, then I can help you with more higher level leadership things that you don't need to worry about right now. So don't worry about things that what ifs and, oh my God, leading this huge team. And don't let that be the reason that you don't move forward because you feel like you don't know what you're doing. It's going to be as simple as we talk about it today. I want to talk to you guys about the earning potential and how that works. And I'm going to give you guys some examples of weekly earnings and what that looks like. So I tried to pull a report before I hopped on this call. This is something I do when I do our Emerald call, because when people think about, you know, the money I earn in this business, I earn like $145 a year. It's not because I'm doing all this like success. I'm not hitting Success Club 671. I'm hitting my Success Club 10 plus. I usually am like average like 10 to 16. I focus on the quality. It's because I'm helping my team develop. It's because I'm doing this I'm teaching the simplicity of hitting Success Club and Emerald. And so the last time I looked, I had something like, I think it was 83 emeralds in my downline. That does not mean I have 83 emeralds. But from the moment I've signed up, my organization has produced 83 emeralds. That's where that long-term, deep-rooted success comes from. So it's just really being a mentor to others to keep it simple. You guys picking up what I'm putting down, right? So like, don't freak out. All these people here, all I did was teach them how to be emerald and then go teach someone else how to be emerald. There's, of course, more pieces to it as you get higher in the leadership world, but I just want you to focus on those things. So one of the biggest, most important things about hitting emerald is that you have to love Beachbody. Maybe you don't, but I assume if you're here that you do. You have to be a product of the product, and here's why. Because when I love something, I have no problem recommending that someone sign up with me, drink the shake, and do the workout. And then I also tell them that they have the option to save money. I don't tell them the word discount coach. I say VIP coach membership. But since we're on a coach call, we're going to call it a discount coach. I give them the option, and I never feel icky or salesy because I believe in what I love on demand. I love Shakeology. Why would I not help my people save 15, 20 bucks a month on their products, right? And so you have to remember that we offer the best. Like Beachbody has its own branding and all its own marketing. Without you, it still succeeds. So it's just up to you to fall in love with it, build your belief and experience for yourself. So if you're not hell-bent on why you love Shakeology, maybe there's another product that you love. I have some coaches who have fallen in love with Daily Sunshine. When I was pregnant, I could not drink Shakeology. It made me want to gag in the beginning. With the first trimester, the superfoods were too hearty for me. Maybe someone comes to you and they're like, this tastes like dirt. And it's kind of like, well, yeah, you're used to eating like Cheetos for breakfast every day, or, diet soda. I have those people and they're like, Shakeology is too earthy for me. And so I introduced Daily Sunshine to them, or our performance line, because everyone's what? Tired. So I'm like, if you don't want to do Shakeology, we have the Beachbody Performance Pack. And so I have something to say to everyone in terms of a recommendation because I believe in the products and I've used them. So if you have never tried our other products and you have like 4 bags of Shakeology in your closet, maybe it's time to switch up your order. Still make sure that you guys have 90 personal volume points, but try our other products. I put on here peer-to-peer recommendations because if I wear a lipstick or, a new hair color, people will say, what color is that? And I recommend it and I don't get paid for that. Or where'd you get that shirt? Target? Oh, cool. American Eagle jeans? Cool. Where'd you get this? Everything, right? You're consistently telling your friends where you get things. All you're doing as a coach is the same thing, but you're getting paid to do it. So when I hear peer-to-peer marketing, I'm like, I am helping my friends and getting paid to do it. Just have a little fun with it. So you're becoming an influencer. There are people on social media in today's world that are getting paid to collab with brands and like wear the special watch. And because the celebrity wears the watch, they get paid for that. It's okay to recommend products and have that be a part of your work. It's like a huge thing on the internet right now. So build your belief system. And when someone messages me, when I'm talking to them, I'm just making recommendations. So let's talk a little biz. Biz 101. When you are doing something like this little business workshop, you're making the decision to learn. You're making the decision to understand what team volume is. You're making the decision to understand what comes after Diamond. You're making the decision to work towards Success Club, just kind of basic examples. So why do you want to aim for Emerald right away? As in like, you can do this by tomorrow night, not like end of the year, December 2019, because it's super simple. So this is a big deal because it's a quick and important first win. For you, this is going to make you feel good. You're also going to earn money. You're going to get a major public recognition shout out. Your coach is going to love on you. The team is going to love on you. You're going to feel accomplished. And most coaches say, I'm afraid to fail. So here's my tip for you. Strive to hit Emerald and you are far from failing. You're getting shit done. So this gets you closer to Success Club. So if you sign someone up as a coach to join your team, whether or not they get the discount. Like if it's your mom, I highly doubt your mom's going to coach. If she wants to, high five, freaking badass. I know lots of moms that do. But if she's just like, oh my God, I love the shake, you're going to sign her up as a coach, of course, so that she gets the same discount as you. And maybe and you're immediately halfway to Emerald. You're going to get Success Club points for that. You're also going to get paid for that. So when you hit Emerald right away, this is what unlocks the potential of the business long term. So don't let this word scare you, but we're going to talk a little bit about team cycle bonuses. So you could hustle your little booty off and help 100 people a month with just challenge packs as challengers. But then guess what? Come November 1st or October 1st, you have to help 100 more people. Every month we have to keep helping new people, right? But if you start to develop a team of coaches, you're going to start seeing team volume show up in your Coach Online office. And so if you guys go right now to your Coach Online office and then click Monitor My Business, and I'm like navigating through the back of my mind right now, and then you should see team volume or volume. You're going to see a left leg and a right leg. You're going to start to see numbers pop up in there, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. What does this mean? I'm not going to teach you guys the compensation plan right now, but team cycle bonus is where that long-term success does come from. Okay? So also, as soon as you hit an Emerald coach, you also gain leads. We're actually one of 4 network marketing companies in the whole world to have a lead program, which means Beachbody is so popular that they have to assign free coaches. So many people are buying products and they don't know a coach, or they don't like put in the coach's name. So now when you're an Emerald coach, you get free leads. These are people who maybe go to teambeachbody.com and they sign up for a free membership to poke around. When you hit Success Club 10 and you're an Emerald coach, you get what's called a Shakeology lead, which means someone goes to Shakeology.com, buys a bag of Shakeology without a coach, and it pops up in your online office as a new customer, and you just made $32 for doing nothing. Well, you did something because you're Emerald and hitting Success Club 10. So there are major perks. So can you guys imagine the amount of free customer leads? I should pull a report. I'll pull that report for you guys and see how much money I've made from customers just popping up in my online office from the lead program in 5 years. Because I hit Emerald and Success Club 10 my very first month of coaching and have ever since. So then the third part of the potential that hitting Emerald unlocks is your carryover volume and that piggy bank. So typically, you do have a left leg and a right leg. Typically, you share a side with your coach, okay? So Nikki is on my left side, and there's other coaches on the left side there, and I'm responsible for building up my weak leg. So, there's Candace's team and Nikki's team and Janelle's team, and everyone's rocking on this side. I have one side that I'm responsible for growing. It's called your weak leg. And so every week once you learn about team cycle bonuses, it will make more sense. So write that down. Watch team cycle bonus compensation video. Beachbody stores this volume for you as soon as you're an Emerald coach and waits for it to cash out once you start to build your weak leg. That's unheard of in most network marketing companies. So carryover is a huge thing. That's all you need to know. So I'm telling you that this is big stuff. In the long term, it's stuff that you want to strive for. So let's talk about how it's done. All you have to do is sponsor 2 coaches, one on your right leg and one on your left leg. My recommendation for you, and this is actually a requirement if I was allowed to use that word, but I'm not really allowed to use that word. But if you're here for long term and you want to crush it, signing up your spouse, partner, sibling, parent, someone close to you is smart. And here's why. Because it's like buying real estate. So you signed up and your mom signs up very close to you. They're close to you in your organization. It's like where I live in Lake Tahoe. I wish that I bought real estate here 25 years ago because now it's cashing out here. So this is a controlled account That's like a real estate investment. So once I started to grow my business, I had my husband's account too. So I'm able to earn twice. So I hit Success Club in his account. I hit Success Club in my husband's account. I got him to diamond. I got me to diamond. And I was earning in 2 business centers. And if I didn't sign up my spouse, when I looked at the math today, I would have missed out on $161,000 in the last 5 years. Kind of mind-blowing. And I will say, I am not guaranteeing or promising you any level of income. It all depends on your diligence, effort, and skill. That's our income disclaimer, and I'm proud of it because I'm not going to be that icky network marketing person that sits here and promises you anything. But this is where you start, guys. Sign up your spouse, partner, sibling, and parent, or parent. It's like a real estate investment. So what you can do is you're going to sponsor them with a challenge pack, and you're going to get commission and Success Club, like I said. What you have to keep in mind is what's called the 2+U policy. So you can only have 2 people plus yourself on your credit card, and they have to be immediate family living in the home. If you have like a serious boyfriend or fiance that is living in the home with you, you just have to email compliance to get that okayed. But don't buy like your mom that lives across the country. Don't sign her up on your credit card because you will get an email from compliance. So they need to be in your household. So that's the 2+U policy. So enrolling family is a massive opportunity to get a head start on diamond. So if you guys don't know what diamond is, don't worry about it too much, but it's basically just duplicating a few emeralds, and that's it. And so as soon as I got to emerald, I was like, ooh, I can get my husband to emerald now. And he got me halfway to diamond. And so I was thinking of where I wanted, remember I challenged you guys to think about where you wanted to be in the next 2 to 5 years. I was thinking about my financial aspect. That was my goal. So I had to listen to my coach and take that advice and move on forward with that. And I'm really glad I did. Guys, this is emerald. This is what it looks like. That's it. You and one coach on the left and one coach on the right. So let's say you do sign up your spouse or partner or mom, and they don't want to get Shakeology every month. That's okay. Just make sure that you order something that's worth 50 volume points under their account. So sometimes I'll order like Focus Energy and Energize under my husband. Or sometimes we get like the Shakeology boost. We do the digestive boost, the Power Greens, and Focus Energy. So just make sure that you have something ordered underneath them, or have whoever it is order something. Here's what sucks. And this is also something I need you guys to know. If you're in this business, stop putting your stuff on hold. I have too many coaches who go inactive in the system, and it actually says the word delinquent. Your account is red and delinquent because you're putting your stuff on hold. Way back to the beginning, remember where I was saying, you got to be committed to this. And I get it, stuff happens, but that's just like a real estate investment. So if you're going to sign up your spouse or you're going to sign up a family member, just make sure they stay active, and you have to stay active too. Be a team player. You're here. You want to grow the business. It's not cool to keep going in and out inactive. Just always make sure you have at least 50 volume points. So does anyone have any questions about, I guess there were some things in the chat box. As far as team cycle bonuses, if I do enroll someone as a customer, do you try to have all your customers on your weak leg? Well, that's a really difficult question for me. Let's not use my business as I have 3 business centers. So do I enroll someone as a customer? Do I try to have all your... So when you enroll a customer, that doesn't go to team volume. Only coaches equal volume in the bank. So you know when you look at your downline, those are all coaches. So customers, you just get paid retail commission. There's no volume association with that. You get, you know how you get, we do that PV report every week. There's a Success Club leaderboard and a personal volume leaderboard. That's where the PV goes. Personal volume equals customer orders and your personal orders. So that's why we kind of recognize all the above. So we're recognizing rank, which is signing up coaches. We recognize Success Club, which is challenge packs. And then we recognize personal volume, which is helping more customers. So it's not that it's not a good thing to help a customer, because you do want PV. I think it's great to have a healthy balance of customers and coaches. I mean, there's plenty of people who aren't ready to commit to a coach discount. there's plenty of people that are just not sure if they're going to love it. And then there's also other people who are like, wait, I get 25% off. Like my cousin, she just was like, oh, my husband's running a marathon and she bought him the performance line. I mean, 25% off is a steep discount when people are going to buy additional products. So that's why I always offer it to them. So think of that in your head, Nikki, when you're signing up a customer, you're not placing them, right? You're just sending out a share cart. So the volume isn't actually going to your team volume. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, cool. Okay, so does anyone have I love questions. Sorry, Nikki, I didn't see that earlier. Okay, if you guys think of anything else, you can unmute yourself. You can do whatever you need to, or write it in the chat box. So here's the earning potential. I want you guys to think about right now, and then I want you to think about in the future. So short term, you guys are going to be earning retail commission by helping customers and coaches get started. The beginning, you're not going to earn like this huge paycheck from Teton Cycle bonuses, but that's really hard for people to see right now. I know that you're probably off dreaming about where you want to be in 5 years, but make sure that you guys are focused on the short term of hitting Emerald. You are going to hit Success Club. You are going to get paid retail commissions. I put subscription commission on here because when someone buys Beachbody on demand, that's a subscription. So you're getting that every year or every quarter. There's also a 6-month membership, which I've never in my 5 years sold, but in the share cart, you'll see that as an option too. And Fast Start Plus bonuses. Let's talk about that. This is a huge earning. I probably didn't even realize I was doing this in the beginning because I was just helping a lot of people. And I started dissecting my paycheck a little bit, and I was like, this seems higher than I thought. If you sign up 5 coaches in a 5-week period, you get a $100 bonus. That's crazy. So if you're helping 5 to 10 people a month get started and they're signing up as coaches, that's a pretty awesome bonus that you're going to get. So long term in your earning potential is the team cycle bonuses. So when I dissect my check now, I usually make anywhere from like $120 to $350 in retail commission from leads or Success Club for that week, or the Beachbody on demands renewing. But I would say like 85% of my paycheck, the other 1,700 plus, is team cycle bonuses. So it starts with hitting Emerald. And then once you're a Ruby or a Diamond, you actually get what's called a matching bonus. So you start to earn 5 or 10% of what your team is earning in team cycle bonuses. So I earn like an extra $300 a week from that. The foundation starts at Emerald. So you guys like getting excited about Emerald and then teaching other people how to hit Emerald. So this is my favorite slide. This is a screenshot, and thank you, Christina Delgado, which is why she's the photo up there in the right-hand corner. This is from her team training. I just screenshotted it, and I loved it. I didn't even need to change it. So what this is you're at the top right there. And like I said, you have a left leg and a right leg. Hold on, someone's unmuted. I just need to make sure. I have like squirrel brain if I hear noise. Okay, so you have a left leg and a right leg. Where you go in your online office to see what your left leg and your right leg team volume is you go to monitor business, and then you'll see team volume. And this is where you will look. So let's say your left leg has 200 team volume points and your right leg has 400, you're going to earn $25 a week. That's what we call residual income, when there's consistent volume being produced by your team, which is why we really try to help you guys understand. Get excited about sharing the opportunity. Get excited about sharing our products and offering the discount to other people, because this is going to help you and them. It's a total win-win. I never in my career have ever felt like I'm selling something to someone because I bleed Beachbody blue. So this gives you guys a good kind of goal. So if your goal is $100 a week, then you're going to have to learn a little bit more about team cycle bonuses. You're going to have to learn how to sign up coaches. You're going to have to work hard on your social media and inviting people. And then you get to teach other people how to what? Hit Emerald and Success Club, right? So keeping it super simple. So this is a good chance for you to hustle to diamond. I always tell people, like, if your goal is 2-star, aim for 5-star. If your goal is emerald, I want you to aim for diamond, because if you fall short, you're still going to hit an awesome goal. So hopefully you guys have some really great deadlines for yourself. I'm actually reading a book from Brendon Burchard. I've been sharing it with you guys, The High Performance Habits. And I'm reading the 12-week year. And what's funny is, like, all these sales companies out there in the world, they all crush their goals in December at the end of the year, because they're like, it's end of year, I have to hit my goals, I'm going to get a bonus, and I want to make my year look awesome. And they didn't do jack squat all year. So really, if you give yourself 12 months to hit emerald, you'll do it in 12 months. If you give yourself 7 days to hit emerald, you'll do it. And I think sometimes in this job of being a coach, like, there's really no risk. Like, if you don't hit emerald, you don't get fired, right? But guys, if you at your jobs that you have right now, if your boss was like, hey, I need you to hit emerald by like next Friday, you'd have to figure it out. Otherwise, what happens, right? So make that deal with yourself. Decide to succeed. Execute on your emerald plan. The easiest thing, to be honest, is just signing up your spouse and a friend or a coworker and your brother, and be proud. Don't be afraid. Your family might not appreciate Beachbody. Shame on them. Your loved ones may not be on board with you. You can tell them I said this if they're listening. Shame on them. Because this can be a life-changing thing. It's completely changed my family's life. It's taught us how to eat healthier, happier, and we are changing lives. So be proud of that. And then you get to be recognized on Thursday. So today is Thursday. So for next week, I'm so excited to shout out our new emeralds that we have. And then you repeat. And that's it. So we're making that decision. Any last minute questions about hitting emerald?
I did have one question.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So when you sign, basically, sorry, my husband, if you sign, like you said, your significant other up for something and they order something, is the difference worth it? As in, like, what they're paying to get the product versus what you're going to make for them buying that product? Is there a big difference?
Okay, so if they're signed up as a coach, you are not earning retail. You'll get retail commission for the challenge pack or whatever you initially sell them. But the following month, whatever they get is going to go. Remember that I'm going to go back to this graphic here. Remember this? So your goal is to start banking, getting some volume on your left leg and your right leg in what we're calling, your piggy bank of volume. So whatever your husband orders is going to go towards that. So if he orders Shakeology 90 PV, let's say he's on your left leg, and this is just an example, guys, just so you know, it doesn't have to be on your left leg, it doesn't have to be on your right leg, but it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So do you see how these are all like 200 on one side, 400, they have to equal each other, 2-to-1 ratio. So you could have your right leg could be your strong leg, or your weak leg it doesn't matter. But your husband's 90 PV or 50 PV could go towards that 200. So when you sign up coaches, it goes towards team volume. When you're signing up customers, it goes towards retail commission. So you're not going to get paid monthly on your husband. So this is why I talk about the short-term sacrifice versus the long-term. So he's helping you build the team volume long-term. He's helping you get to emerald for the long-term. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because that's actually a really good question. It comes up often. I was like kind of really lucky. This stuff just like clicked super easy. So sometimes I forget that there's confusion of the customer versus the coach. Because most people would say, why would I sign up a bunch of coaches if on their second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth Shakeology order, I'm not getting $32? You're right. In the beginning, it is a sacrifice. But that is why we're always helping new people while we're building our team volume. So I'm still making retail commission on the challenge packs that I'm selling with the new people every month. But it's the long-term plan of getting you to emerald and diamond and building team volume.
Gotcha.
And I remember paying for I didn't also know that I didn't need in the beginning, my husband, like Shakeology is worth 90 PV. For a coach to be active in the system at just coach level, Once you hit diamond and ruby and other ranks, your volume needs to be higher, but their personal volume for just being like signed up as a coach is 50 volume points. That is it. I have missed like $6,000 bonuses because one person put their Shakeology on hold. So like 50 measly volume points, you know, that's how important this volume can be. So I didn't know that I didn't have to buy Shakeology, and I broke my back paying for 2 Shakeologies. So if you don't want to buy 2 Shakeologies and that's like a stretch for you, just make sure that his account has something ordered for 50 PB. So if you're drinking Energize, order the Energize underneath his account. I personally order Energize and Focused Energy because sometimes I don't want to work out and drink my Energize. Sometimes I'm heading out the door with my kid, but I have my shake. So I love the Focused Energy for that. So that's something that you could do.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yeah, well, now I use the Recover. I didn't use Recover for a while, but actually I didn't use Energize for a while. I was like afraid to get addicted and like need 2 scoops. You know how like you get immune to it? I was too afraid of that. So I like stopped buying Energize for a little bit. That's awesome, Gina. Yeah, your hubby's the best. Okay, well, I don't want to take up any more of your time, but just go to bed, think about your Emerald plan, get really excited. If you guys ever have any questions, just make sure you tag me, okay? See you guys later. I don't know how to close this.